The Unaka Range is a prominent set of mountains on the border of Tennessee and North Carolina. One especially prominent massif, known as the Roan Highlands, offers some of the best views along the Blue Ridge. This frozen landscape offers a much different perspective on the Appalachians. We set out to see Laurel Falls and Roan Mountain in the same day. These are two of the major features along the Blue Ridge and are respectively one of Tennessee's highest waterfalls and the highest elevated shelter on the Appalachian Trail. On days like these, when the weather alone is a sight to behold, there's nothing I would rather do than experience it with those that I care about. We become the aggregate of the people we surround ourselves with. It's by no means a stretch to say here that the people that accompany me on these trips amplify the experience. Today I was able to introduce them to the Unakas, named after the Cherokee term for white. We set out in the early morning along Laurel Fork, a shallow river winding through the cliffs outside Hampton, Tennessee. Lumbering in front of me is Casey.
Ice, ice, baby.
Ice, baby.
Followed by Alex and Mitchell and Jordan waiting way up the trail.
We were careful.
Yeah, this is formed naturally. Naturally stones.
What are you talking about? They're man-made.
Shut up.
We just put them here.
Let me dream, goddammit.
Like the mountains over there, they're man-made. Look what we've done.
The pyramids were built and were weathered down over thousands of years. And the pyramids certainly will be a sound there. Keep that slow motion.
Oh, we'll get into slow motion later. Gotta change a lot of shit to get that to slow motion.
This. Not recording, just looking for me on purpose.
Mitchell's from Michigan and doesn't find powdery snow as much of a treat as we do. Alabama snow is slushy and dense.
That's because it's not Alabama snow for once. Yeah. I feel like this is regular snow. Nice.
Casey is my oldest friend and former teammate and roommate. He's quite the athlete when he wants to be, but importantly, he's naturally curious.
You have bad luck with rivers, man.
I do. It's not gonna happen.
And handles the foreign and unknown with grace. He has a special objectivity and can make play of almost any moment in life.
Come on, Casey. No. No.
What is it? A leaf. Covered in snow.
You a carabiner or this or something? We get that snow off your glove before it melts.
Destroying the beauty of a naturally occurring smiley face is Jordan, my girlfriend of 2 years. A loving and gentle human, she inspires thoughts and ideas that I would otherwise have no association with. Far less destructive than the rest of the group, but everybody has it in them.
Steps, 10? 10 steps. Okay, well, let's go right here.
Snowball duel.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, ready?
Ass to ass, dust to dust. Oh, it's wide. Oh, God damn it.
Tina! That's too far. You can't even throw that ball. Look at that. I did it!
Zoom in on the fly.
As we hiked along the river, Casey's snowy obsession only grew. We were a bit worried for his safety, so we decided to leave him.
I got my back.
That's right.
I couldn't realistically ask for a better group of people to call my friends. A few of my closest are missing from this group, but they all share certain qualities I find that I need. The people I spend the most time with all have a keen sense of adventure, determination, and a constant sense of wonder. These traits are important to me. We become the collection of our closest associates, and I need a life of humor, a sense of play and wonder.
Good.
I need to be more trusting, in constant awe of this life. And on a decidedly separate path than what's normal. I need kindness and compassion for when I falter, so that I can learn to give it to others. The trail to the falls climbs far higher than you would expect, winding atop ridges as you hear the river below you.
Just love that. It really is.
These narrow outcroppings offer spectacular views of the mountains that surround and guide the river. On such a gentle and uniquely beautiful day like today, we've decided to take the journey slow and watch the snow fall along these ridges.
What happened, Casey?
I was enjoying the place.
Oh.
You guys just went.
After gazing at the peaks above us, we took the liberty of leaving Casey again.
How you doing with that camera there? Practicing.
But on a steep ascent back down toward the river, he caught back up to us. And here, the snowfall was much heavier, which meant one thing and one thing only.
Are you recording?
Oh, I got him! I got him!
As we neared the falls, the trail cut sharply into the rock, forcing us to scramble over icy and frozen springs. The water was beside us, avoiding the freezing air and rushing at our feet. The dens and hollows of these mountains contain a mystery that permeates the air, neither that coats the skin and touches the soul. Here I feel nothing but tranquil. Behind me, suggesting we climb rocks coated in ice, is Mitchell. He's an incredible artist and athlete, and we met on the crew team in college. He has a zeal for life that is uniquely able to amplify my own. I'm able to tap into and mirror his thorough interest in every passion he adopts. Laurel Fork Falls is a 55-foot cascade, and above it, the Appalachian Trail crosses small meadows and rock gardens. The pool at the bottom makes for a great swimming hole in the warmer months.
Get it.
Short sleeve boy.
It's really not, I mean, it'll be cold in like 2 minutes. It's actually not that bad.
No, you're liking it. It feels good.
But although we had come to rest below the falling water, the snow fell heavier moment to moment, and we headed toward the tops of the ridges into the Roan Highlands.
Species evolved over millions of years for bipedal motion.
Or one slippy boy.
One icy boy. One slippy boy, that's even funny.
Alex, passing the ice on my left, grew up only a few streets from me.
That's so cool.
We became good friends in college and have long shared an affinity for nature, health, poetry, and spiritual affairs. He's able to exercise patience and understanding to a degree that is wholly selfless and calming to everyone around him. He's also horrible with water in all states, having fallen in frigid rivers twice now and nearly careening into the ice here. All of the qualities that I need in these expeditions, my friends exemplify. The people in your life are the resources that push you along and shape how you think and react to circumstance. As selectively as you choose the peaks you summit, acknowledging your limited time and energy, you should choose your fellow humans. In the spring of 1898, John Muir paid a visit to the gardens and forests atop these ridges. During his visit, Muir talked of the mountain fondly and wrote, "The temperature is distinctly alpine, and for the first time since leaving home, I feel like my old self. I've been quite miserable, but this air has healed me." And the Unaka Range is indeed a powerful experience. These East Coast peaks are not only prominent, but have existed for 500 million years, 6 times longer than the Rocky Mountain ranges of Canada and the American West. Roan Mountain still stands 6,300 feet above the sea after all this time. Just as we summited the first of many balds along the ridge, the clouds gave way to reveal the landscape below. We were on top of Roan Mountain, caught in a whirlwind of snow peering off at the Blue Ridge Mountains below us. We had only intended to pause, but upon realizing we had reached a summit worthy of our gaze, stayed for the afternoon. The ridges, lined with ice and cut with wind, stood jagged against the sky, and the grass and flowers slept in the ice beneath our feet. I would never have made it here, in life and in location, without the people I choose to adventure with. They make me kinder. They make me more determined. If I couldn't share this experience with them, would it be worth having? If the view on the horizon were a lonely affair, would I venture through all this to watch it? Without a shadow of a doubt. But would I be happy?